What's up, dudes? Another little campfire expedition here. I've been burning leaves all day, so I figured I might as well start a fire too. So, I just got done watching Hammerhands shaking hands with the abyss. And man, I tell you what, I respect that man. You know, I might be 20 years younger than him, but me and him been through a lot of the same experiences based off of what I've gathered from talking to him and as what he's disclosed in his videos. He's a wise man, I'll tell you that. And we definitely don't want to lose him off of any of our platforms we watch. We can learn a lot from him. But you know, I too have been at that same stage in my life where where I have shaken hands with the abyss. You know, I commented on his video saying that me and Mr. Dan Wesson had a little chat one night. Luckily, I did all the talking. Yeah, I've been there. And I think the majority of it, you know, has to do with just not fitting in this world. We don't have a place in this world. I mean, as he was talking about, you know, the more you fight against injustice and the more you fight against the perversion and just the evil that's in this world, the worse your life becomes. And like he said, you know, once you take the red pill, once you've seen the truth, you can never unsee it. And that, you know, that can be very freeing. And it is. But at the same time, it can also be very isolating. Because you can't just jump back in and be a blue pill simp all over again. It doesn't work that way. If you've truly taken the red pill, you can never go back. You can try, but it'll always be in your mind. The red pill knowledge will never leave your brain. And the thought of not, you know, there are things I missed from blissful ignorance. But there's things I'm glad I woke up from. You know, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, if you ponder the same things. But life is different now. And a lot of people fear change. A lot of people struggle with change. But this is a change that you either have to adjust to it or God forbid, you got to check out of the scenario. That's the prevailing thought that pops in your mind. But I've become that hard bastard that just refuses to die. You know, Hammerhand was talking about, he quoted a lot of stuff from the Bible, which really impressed me. And he was talking about, you know, wishing to die but can't die. And the Bible actually talks about that. And I don't have the verse, I don't have the stuff I'll put in the comments or whatever below, but I don't have the verse right offhand. But it talks about people in the last days that will wish for death, but, will seek death but not find it. And that's kind of what it feels like. All the things that I've been through, all the things I should have died from, I haven't died yet. And haven't been successful at often myself. But shaking hands with the abyss, depression and setbacks should be a regular thing with people who have been through this. And if it's not, then you maybe have a different personality, or you really truly haven't been through it. But it's a reality for a lot of men out there. This change is so drastic. And like you said, true freedom is this right here. True freedom is being able to make a fire for yourself, being able to build a house with your two bare hands, be able to go hunt for your food, grow your own food, and live completely on your own, completely emancipated from the help of society and government. That's true freedom. But it's also dangerous, because every day could be a struggle for life. Could be it could be a dangerous endeavor, but it's also an adventure. I dabble in the survival techniques and all that. I know how to start a fire. I know how to camp. I know how to build a fast dwelling. I know how to kill an animal, and I know what I can eat and what I can't eat in the forest. It's fascinating to me. But I didn't want to be all doom and gloom about it. But it's a truth of life, When you're young and you're ignorant, everything's bliss. And when you finally know the truth, and you've been through some hell, and you've gotten some age on you, that's when these thoughts really start going through your head. But I guess years ago that was like the true test of a real man, was to see what kind of gauntlet he could go through and still survive. What kind of to see what he was worth, how tough he was as a man. And not like this macho man shit. I mean, like, to prove yourself worthy as a man, to be tough and resilient, and to make it through anything that you set your mind to. And that's a hard thing to learn after you've been raised by feminists, after you've been raised by women, you've been indoctrinated into this toxic masculinity shit. Men nowadays don't even know how to start a fire. They don't know how to, they don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to live off the land. They don't know how to survive in the cold with just nothing but a piece of flint and steel and a knife. It's we've gone so far from that. But yeah, his I'm glad he put out some videos. I heard something about him saying he wasn't coming back, and I hope that's not true, because I really respect the man, and I want him around, you know. So I'm glad he put out those videos, because anytime old Hammerhand puts something out, I gotta click on it. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard going through those phases, you know, going through the rage, trying to get to acceptance, and going through rage 2.0, and then trying to go to acceptance again, then going to rage 3.0. You name it. It's just an ongoing cycle of, there's always this kind of rage in the back of your mind of knowing that, you know, look, I was blissfully ignorant. And why did I have to wake up from my slumber and learn the truth? And now nothing's the same. But you can't go back. So you gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. All of us gotta let it go, and look at the future, if there is one. You know, there's a lot of, I mean, this world's gone crazy, dudes. This world has gone nuts. And the more and more I see of it, the more I want to distance myself from it. And, you know, the Bible says, and I don't mean to Bible thump on you guys, but, you know, I'm a Christian and I get a lot of wisdom from the Bible. And, if you know anything about the Bible or about history, Babylonian history, the Babylonians were deep into paganism, deep into this, and I'm sure they were into the LGBTQ plus, you name it. I'm sure they were all into all kinds of debaucheries. I'm sure they had crazy feminists and feminist societies. But the thing is, the Bible says to come out of Babylon, come out of Babylon, come out of her, my people. And the Bible even talks about coming out of the beast system, coming out of that system of oppression that's overtaking the earth in those days. And it says to come out of it, to distance yourself from it, to not be a part of it. And I think that's fairly close to what we're seeing right now. So I want you guys to come out of it and stay out of it. And we're going to have to link together. We're going to have to survive on our own and find each other and help each other out. Reminds me of a movie I watched this last weekend, Red Dawn. You know, the old one, 1984? You know, Patrick Swayze, the old Red Dawn. And just to see how those guys, you know, they didn't even think. They just acted. It was instinct. We got to hit the hills. We got to get out of this. And now we got to fight back from the shadows. And that's why my Facebook my Facebook background is Wolverine, like the X-Men character. But I really, you know, because Wolverine was a tough bastard and he didn't really like being told what to do. They couldn't kill him, couldn't kill the bastard, but You know, it's partly the whole Wolverines thing too, so. But I'll be one of them guys hitting the hills. And you're welcome to join me. We can go down like Ruby Ridge. I don't give a fuck. Y'all guys take it easy, alright? Have a cold one for me. And for old Hammerhand. Go to his channel and give him some love, alright? Later.